Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. I was actually not planning on making a Bitcoin video today. I want to look at ETH, but since we had the drop yesterday and the day before, I think it is important that we update our levels and prices. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, those links are also in the description. Without further ado, let's start diving in. Yesterday I posted a video that said what if we dump from here, and therefore we kind of making a bit of a bull trap. We're getting ready and then a mega pump to the upside. And also yesterday I said on Twitter, I feel like everyone and their mother right now is looking at the break of 25,200 up to 29K. This is becoming a very obvious trade right now and very crowded, and then I actually don't like it. Well, with that being said, let's dive into BTC USD. This is on the 1 hour. We talked about this SFP right here. That was actually the start sign for a move down, and it went back into the value area, point of control very low, and we broke now this ascending triangle. It looks like we are retesting it for a bearish retest, maybe going lower again, or is the question is, can we break it and then go higher? There's a few weird things going on right now with this price action. That is that with the move down, we did not take out the low here. It missed it on a few dollars on this week and on this week for the Binance chart and for the Bybit chart. So that leaves then liquidity here, here, and then underneath these lows. To be honest, if we bottom out here, maybe something with a retest, golden pocket, then go higher, completely fine for me. Take out these lows, also completely fine for me. We also have the 38.2 just underneath us, so maybe to retest that and then get a nice bullish divergence. That actually would be super nice. That then also coincides with the value area high of the previous trading range. So that will be actually pretty sweet. If we go lower and take the liquidity also out here, that would also still be okay. For example, the 0.5 is right here in the middle, or even better, the golden pocket, which then is right here between the point of control and the value area low of the previous trading range. To be honest, I don't think that we are getting such a big retracement. Everything stands or falls a little bit with the S&P 500 and the dollar index. Usually we only look at Monday at the S&P 500 and dollar index, but because of the recent move and because actually we nailed it pretty well, I think it is important to once look at this again. This is something that has been playing out. We had this ascending wedge of rising wedge. We broke out, we had the bearish retest, and now we are going lower. Also, yesterday and today, we are at and kind of just breaching that golden pocket at around 4,000. Next target would be the bigger support and resistance line that already came in since the beginning of 2022. Also nicely coincides if they pulled the fib all the way here to these lows, that you can see that this is actually a very nice level to take. If we go there, I will probably try to long it, or at least buy some spot ETF. If we break it, then of course the real gem is still these lows right here, and to be honest, if we break that as well, I don't see so much structure here, so it actually would be very nice to take out all of these lows, because you bet here that so many people longed there. So once we start breaking this, it could be also a very nice move to the downside. So far we are getting what we asked for, and that is the break of the rising wedge, bearish retest, going lower. And like I also said, I think already last week, nothing goes up and down in straight lines, so it's just a matter of waiting for us to retrace. At a certain point, I think the S&P was already up 10% for the year, and that was already in the first month. Same for the Nasdaq. Also, that now is coming down pretty fast. I also posted it just earlier on Twitter, and I said, Jesus, that actually went pretty fast. Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq yesterday more than 2% down. Dollar index then at the same time not moving that much. This is actually quite interesting, because it looks like on the indicator we still have room to the upside. This high is my first target, but if this thing really starts to take off, and I maybe sound like a broken record, but I don't mind repeating myself, I'm still aiming for that 110, the macro golden pocket for the dollar index. That will take a couple weeks, but if this thing really starts taking off, then you bet you that risk assets like stocks and crypto will sell off much faster, much harder. So I find it a little bit interesting that Stocks yesterday sold off pretty hard. Dollar was not rising so fast, and also crypto finally got a move. If we compare BTC compared to the stock market yesterday and day before, and maybe also previous days, we see a little bit of a decoupling. BTC is holding pretty well. And well, it could be a little bit of a lagging effect, but it can also be that BTC right now is just a little bit the stronger of the two. It's not always they both don't always go hand in hand. When when BTC goes up, S&P goes up, the other way around. Yes, there are those moments where it is really an every minute candle or every 5-minute candle tick up, tick down. It's exactly the same, but there's also periods of time where there is a little bit of a decoupling, and then after a few days or weeks, they're kind of going in sync again. Actually, if we would bottom out from where we are right now, this could also be a pretty quick move back to the upside, because you can see there is not really a clear market structure, as in we don't really have zigzags. This is just actually a smooth move down. So that means that there is a liquidity above all of these high candles of the 1 hour or maybe 15 minutes, depending on what time you're looking at. Actually, if we zoom in on the 15 minutes, you can also see that it's actually very nice liquidity to take. What I actually hope first is that we maybe see a retest, really confirming a higher low. So far, haven't jumped into a long yet, but this is something I'm really looking out for. So I hope BTC doesn't take off without me. And other than that, if we are having now this bearish retest and we're going lower, also fine for me. Then I just wait this out. If I see a nice entry, I will maybe also try to short it. So far, hasn't happened yet. Trading ranges are pretty tight, and we also have the VWAP we're fighting with right now. I can quickly put it on the screen and you can see it. So yeah, we're really right now in this range of approximately 1% for the last few hours. So I think we also have something with the FOMC minutes on the agenda for later today, and of course United States Open. That will always give a little bit of volatility, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for right now. So far looks good. I'm actually very happy that this happened. Like I said already in yesterday's video, everyone was just waiting for this breakout. Everyone was first looking at 25.2, didn't happen. Try number 2, try number 3, and everyone was just like, well, it's gotta happen, it's gotta happen, it's gonna happen. And like I said, as everyone is looking at it and think it needs to happen, then usually reverse and do something else. The lower we go, the more bulls we're shaking out. So that actually would be nice. I'm hoping for lower, not only to shake the bulls out, but also to take this liquidity. Fine to go lower. And let me repeat myself one more time what I said yesterday. We cannot breach this low. That is super important. If that happens, lights out, we go to 0, and then it is pretty bad. If we go back into the range here again, then I do think on the next attempt we might take out the 25,200, and then the first target will be this 26k. That's a bigger golden pocket. With that being said, guys, if you like this a little bit of emergency updates, do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. And I'll see you later today with that video about ETH, because I think we have a very interesting, a nice scenario on the table for ETH to rally much faster and higher than BTC in the future. Thank you guys so much. See you next one. Bye bye.